The very first Afro-Mexican festival was held just recently in Cuajinicuilapa, Guerrero, Mexico. This is great news because Afro-Mexicans have never had a space to create awareness of themselves and to allow their presence to be known in their motherland of Mexico. You see, a lot of people are not aware that Afro-Mexicans exist, even Mexicans. So it is important that we create awareness. Mexico is finally recognizing their Afro-Indigenous citizens. Many people have tried to tell me that Afro-Mexicans don't identify with their Afro heritage, that Mexicans are all simply just Mexican. What some fail to understand is that Mexico, or being Mexican, is a nationality and not a race. Mexico, just like the US, is a melting pot of many cultures and heritage. There's also a huge population of indigenous folks in Mexico, and most people that belong to those groups identify with those groups and those cultures and that heritage. Just because you are not aware of a certain race group or culture within Mexico aside of your own doesn't mean they don't exist and can't identify with such when they have been all their lives. Afro-Mexicans are extremely proud of their heritage. They identify as Afro-Mexican. People have told me that I've made up this group of people and that being Afro-Mexican doesn't exist and that Mexicans would never identify with being Afro-Mexican. Afro-Mexicans have been fighting to be recognized for many years, to finally be seen, and now they are recognized and seen as La Tercera Raíz de México, which means the third root of Mexico. Afro-Indigenous folks are like any other tribe or group in Mexico that was forgotten and left behind due to colonization. Although they're recognized by the government, very little assistance is given to the pueblos Afro-Indígenas of Mexico. Again, along with the indigenous communities. Afro-Mexicans are ready to tell their stories and finally come out of the shadows after generations and generations of being hidden where they settled. Afro-Indigenous folks come in all shades of the melanin scale. Just think of the beautiful creation of both African and indigenous heritage coming together and creating fabulous folks with a unique culture you would only find in La Costa Chica de Mexico, Guerrero y Oaxaca. I welcome you to research more on the topic and to learn more about my people. We're here and we exist, and we're now spreading all over the world to tell our stories.